joining us for day 3 of our themed week here on Property Tribes. We're calling it Take Control of Your Property Portfolio, and it's hosted in association with our friends and partners at LendLord. And my co-host is Avram Shahar, who is co-founder of LendLord. And Avram, we've taken a little bit of inspiration from Graham Rowan, who's a very well-known property commentator, and we've got a fantastic video where he talks about being a sovereign investor. And what he meant by that was that landlords must control the things that they have control over, because there's so many things that we don't have control over. And this is really the theme of our week, isn't it? Because we want to help landlords really mitigate the risks of the very uncertain environment that we're in at the moment by understanding their portfolio from every angle.
Absolutely, and it's so important to understand your current position, to take a look, a high-level overview, and then deep dive into the details of your portfolio and keep everything organized. Understand the return that you have right now and the potential return for the future, and see what finance options you have right now, the coming due dates. So yeah, absolutely. Those are the things that you can take control. So just take control of those and be more organized and be on top of your property portfolio.
Indeed, work smarter is what it's all about. And we've been discussing how the platform is divided into 3 main silos: invest, manage, and finance. Today, we are moving into the manage part of the LendLord platform, and there are many things that landlords can have control over when it comes to property management, and indeed should have control over. So we've got the performance element of the portfolio management, and we have also got the document management, which is a relatively new feature, which we'll have a look at shortly. But Avram, right now we're seeing probably my favorite page on the LendLord platform, and that is the overview of the entire portfolio. And this is so important because it does give you your key metrics. And this is a page that you'll probably visit quite frequently. You know, if you put the rent up, you'll want to put in the new rental amount. If you remortgage and have a new monthly payment, you'll want to input that. Lots of different things you can do in this section to, you know, have complete control over your portfolio and understand how it's performing.
Yes, exactly. And so the My Portfolio page is the place to see and review your portfolio from a high level. So LendLord, we keep more than 150 different data items on each property. It doesn't mean that you need to input all of them, especially not in the beginning. You can just start with typing the address and some basic information, and then continue to tweak the data and add more data. And so, as you can see, it's separated by sections, so you can take care of each section. You can put all the due dates, and anytime you will put a due date, the platform will send you a notification 90 days, 30 days, 1 week before the due date. So you can actually do something. If it's the gas safety certificate, renew it, landlord insurance, mortgage product, expiry dates, etc.
So what you're doing really in that section, Avram, is you are taking control of compliance, which is so important for landlords. If you're not compliant, you know, there can be very significant fines. You know, you want to provide a safe and compliant home for your tenant, and this section essentially ensures that you have everything covered in terms of your legal responsibilities towards your tenant. And, you know, as Avram said, it helps you to keep up to date with everything, make sure that all your certificates are up to date, and so on. So really useful tool there for ensuring that you're compliant.
Yes, and you just, you know, it might take some time, you know, I don't know, 1 or 2 hours just to typing all the details, but then you will get alerts to just update it as you go. And you have in the insights page a high level overview of all the upcoming due dates with the date. And you can also take an action. So if I go back to the My Portfolio page, I think one of the things that I love is the way that you can customize the data. So you can use the predefined views. So for instance, the mortgage view will take into account just the fields that are relevant for a mortgage broker or for your lender. And you can click on the export button just to download the data into Excel spreadsheet.
Well, that's incredibly useful for when you're remortgaging, Avram, because I've done 3 remortgages in the last few months, and I've sent the PDF of my spreadsheet, my portfolio spreadsheet, to the lenders, and they love it. So it's just there, all the information at your fingertips. And lenders are looking across entire portfolios now. Obviously, if you're a portfolio landlord, they want to see the entire portfolio and how it's performing. So again, you do the work once, but then you benefit from it time again.
Absolutely. And you can also define your own views. If you go to manage views, click add view, you can name it, and then select the columns that you want to include in this view. So you can customize the data for your needs. You can also see your properties on a Google map using the map view. And you can use, of course, the filters. So if you want just to see like a subset of properties, just select the properties you want to see and click apply. You can review your portfolio by owners. So let's say I want to see just Kate's properties. And I can also use this toggle to see just the value of Kate. So let's say that she owns just some of the percentage of these properties. So you can see that the equity that Kate owns is this amount. So it's also something that is very useful. Then you can also see it by ownership. So just the company-owned properties or the private, or you can drill down to a specific company as well.
Well, absolutely phenomenal information there at your fingertips. And we're not going to dwell too long on this, because the best thing that you can do is sign up for your free LendLord account, start inputting your data, and just have a look through all the functionality. You can't do anything wrong, you can't cause any problems, and if you get stuck, the LendLord team are there to assist you. There is a chat box which you can use if you've got any questions or you're struggling with anything. So we do urge everybody just to sign up for your free account, start inputting your data, and everything will start to emerge before your eyes, and you'll be able to start doing a more detailed, in-depth dive on each section and see how it all works. Today we're just giving you a little bit of an overview to really just whet your appetite to start using this amazing tool. And then the second thing we were going to look at today is the managing of the documents section, which, as I mentioned, is a relatively new upgrade for LendLord. And I think, again, Avram, this is so great because you've got all your documents stored in the cloud at your fingertips, and you can access them from anywhere in the world, provided you've got a smart device and the internet. And many people get into property to have a lifestyle where they can travel and so on. So if that's your plan in 10 years' time, you need to be getting on board with LendLord now and getting used to using it, so that you can go away whenever you want in the future. Everything is there at your fingertips via the LendLord platform, and you can take it anywhere in the world in your pocket, literally. So tell us about what we've got going on here in the My Documents module.
Okay, so My Documents, we built this page based on feedback from users that wanted one place for all the documents with a breakdown per property, owners, and companies. So if you use, like for My Portfolio, you can use the 3 dots, click Upload Documents, and upload the relevant documents for this specific property, and then review it on the My Documents page. But you can do everything from this page as well. So then just go property by property and upload the document. So we have predefined lists of documents that you can use. But of course, you can upload your own documents. So just click here, name the document, and upload the file. So this is for the property level.
So as so often with LendLord, there are some fields that are populated for you to give you a prompt to add something, but you can also customize it and put in in this case, your own documents and store them on the cloud as well. So as always, it's very customizable because I think, Avram, and we know from the user feedback, everybody uses LendLord in a different way. Everybody has their own hacks, their own shortcuts, their own favorite bits, their own modules that they use more than others. And that is the joy of digital tools, that you can customize them to your business, to the way that you think, as you know, how you think and you want to see things. We've got graphical representations on here, as well as you know, metrics and everything. So there's lots of different ways that you can look at LendLord and get information from it. And we do encourage everybody throughout this week to please sign up for your free account, because we want to really get everybody on board and taking control of their portfolios. So that's a very good addition to the platform, Avram, because long gone are the days where you would have a folder for each property, and our study used to be full of individual files for each property, and a piece of paper would come in and you would put it in that file. Those days are long gone now, aren't they?
And the beautiful
thing, should be.
Absolutely. By the way, the beautiful thing in this module is what I'm doing now. So you can create a package for a specific property. Soon it will be also for multi-properties. Select the files you want to share, click create package, and then the platform will create a link for you that you can share with third parties. So click share, and then you can put the email address of we want to share with. Then in terms of, because of security, the link will be available just for a specific time. So let's put 12 hours. And then from the other side, you can open the email and get a link. I'll show it in a sec. Just for this report. So of course, the one that you sent him this link will not get access to your account. He will just get this HTML report with some details about the property, the tenancy, and the documents that you shared with him. So you can just download the document from here. And it will expire after 12 hours, but of course you can make it longer after that.
Well, that's absolutely so useful if you are, you know, selling a property. You need to do all your ID with your passport, your utility bills. Ditto if you're doing a mortgage or a remortgage. So you have all those documents on LendLord. You can select them, send them to the property professional that you're working with, whether it's a broker or a solicitor or whatever, via that email link. Avram, that just is such a great feature, and it's really showing how landlords can actually take control of their portfolios. That there's literally no excuse not to now, is there?
Yes, of course. I think it's there. It's available. Just start using it for your own benefit. Absolutely.
Well, you must be so thrilled, you know, 4 years on, how LendLord has turned out with all these amazing new additions, the depth of the platform, the functionality, the amount of information that it delivers. You know, I know that was always your dream, but I think your dream must be kind of exceeded now.
Yeah, it's very exciting to see, you know, landlords actually utilizing the platform for their own needs and growing their portfolio using LendLords. And we have users that are with us for you know, it starts, you know, since the beginning. So yeah, it's great, and the platform is evolving also. Thanks for them, you know, because of their feedback. So it's great to see it.
And just as we close this out, let's just remind everybody that all LendLord users will also get a weekly email just highlighting some key functionality, the key metrics of your portfolio. If there's been a webinar that you might have missed that you can watch a recording of, and all that good stuff. So there's a lot of interaction between LendLord, the LendLord team, the platform, and the users on many different levels, isn't there?
Yes, absolutely. And the weekly email is a great way to just get a high-level overview of the portfolio, things that you need to do this week. And just reminding you to keep updating the data and just the specific data that is now basically needs an update.
Automation is brilliant when it comes to being a landlord. Well, thank you very much, Avram. I've really enjoyed looking over the new features myself today. And we'll be moving on tomorrow with the continuation of our week, Take Control of Your Portfolio. But before we go, we just want to encourage everybody to sign up for your free LendLord account. There'll be a link on this video and below this video. And come and join the LendLord community and start joining in with all of the content that LendLord shares. But for now, Avram, thank you very much, and we'll see everybody again tomorrow.